the initial
interpreters.
The initial
when?
European interpret. I'm talking about like Constantine, 600 AD. All of these points.
This wasn't when the Bible was made. It was earlier than that. So this is what I'm saying. The Coptic Church, it wasn't there. Remember, but that's one point. That's one point. You're talking about after the Bible was already existed, after the culture, after the religion already existed.
Like, show me colonialism before it was backed by a Catholic church. Show me these practices of racist hierarchy and racist prior to it being linked to a church movement or religion.
No, but that doesn't change my point.
No, but my only point is that these two things exist. They're not mutually exclusive, and I'm saying they feed on one another, and they're constructed by the same people. So the same people that design and perpetuate a power structure in the West have used religion for as long as they've been trying to enact this kind of "we're better than you." That I think the idea of eugenics is probably newer than the idea of using religion as a poisoning tool against masses of people for regions of power. I'd argue that even though I'm saying it's similar time, that's why I say it's not a chicken or egg thing, because I think they both fuel one another, and they're both embedded, constructed, and designed by the same people. That we say are colonialist or sit at the top of white supremacy. We're talking about the cabal of corporations in North America. I'd say that it's the same people or the same attitude that permeates across these things. I don't think one is done successfully without the other. So I'll say, name me a colonialist movement or a power movement that sits on race that hasn't used religion. And I'd argue that it's always been either an Arab or a Christian, but primarily people groups have used religious beliefs as a propaganda, as a power structure.
I know what you're saying. That's happened. That's the point I'm making as well. They had the view and they've just imposed it on the religion to make the people say this is a sanctified view. But it's not that the religion gave them the view. Now, after that's happened, because there's a particular interpretation of the religion now, then you teach people that interpretation of the religion, which tells them that the Hamid curse links to being black. But that wasn't implicit. Again, that was imposed on it because they wanted to push that view, like you said. But the view was separate to the religion. They just made it part and parcel. It came after the fact.
Hamid curse, like, prior to when the Bible was first published. 13th, 14th century, it's still quite...
But it was still, the religion was, I agree with a little bit of what you're saying, religion was still used as a way to control a group of people. So, I think, I'm leaning more to your side, but I'm here